Hello and welcome. So when it comes to dating, first impressions and ongoing interactions can significantly influence the trajectory of a relationship. While everyone desires genuine connections, certain behaviors can unintentionally convey desperation, which can push potential partners away. Now let's delve into common ways women make themselves look desperate while dating. So, by identifying and addressing these pitfalls, women can enhance their dating experiences and build healthier and more fulfilling relationships. Now, the number one thing that makes a woman appear desperate in a relationship is one, over prioritizing the relationship. One of the most common mistakes is placing excessive importance on a budding relationship, often at the expense of other aspects of your life. So when a woman centers her entire world around a new partner, it can signal desperation, like canceling plans with friends, neglecting hobbies, or constantly making oneself available can create an imbalance. Healthy relationships thrive when both partners maintain their individuality. Instead, women should focus on personal growth, friendships, and interests alongside dating. Okay, so the second thing that makes a woman to appear desperate in a relationship is when she ignores red flags in the relationship. When a woman ignores red flags in the relationship, many women fall into the trap of overlooking red flags because they fear losing the relationship, whether it's inconsistency, lack of respect, or questionable behavior. Tolerating such issues communicates a willingness to settle. This not only undermines self-worth, but also encourages unhealthy dynamics. Now, setting boundaries and recognizing when to walk away are crucial for maintaining self-respect and also attracting a partner who values and respects you in return. Now, the third thing is excessive communication. Constantly texting, calling, or seeking reassurance can come across as needy. So while open communication is essential, overdoing it can actually make a woman appear clingy or insecure. Now, bombarding someone with messages or expecting immediate responses may pressure them, which can lead to feelings of suffocation. Instead, women should aim for balanced communication that allows the relationship to actually develop organically. Understand? Do you understand? So the next thing is rushing the relationship. Another mistake is trying to fast track the relationship by discussing commitment, future plans, or exclusivity too soon. So while it's natural to seek clarity, rushing these conversations can overwhelm a potential partner. So relationships need time to evolve naturally. Trusting the process and allowing things to unfold at a comfortable pace can actually build stronger foundations. You get it? So the next thing is over compromising. So in an effort to please or keep a partner, some women might over compromise, suppressing their own needs and desires. And this might include agreeing to things they are not comfortable with, pretending to like activities they don't enjoy, or even ignoring their own preferences. So while compromise is essential in relationships, you should know that it should never come at the cost of self-respect or authenticity. A healthy relationship involves mutual effort, and respect. So the next thing that makes a woman appear desperate in a relationship is oversharing too soon. Opening up is an essential part of building intimacy. But, there is a but there. But revealing too much too soon can actually backfire. Sharing deeply personal stories, traumas, or secrets early in the dating phase might make the other person uncomfortable. So it's important to pace the sharing process, allowing trust and familiarity to build over time. You get it? So the next thing that makes a woman appear desperate in a relationship is competing for attention. Women do this a lot. So women feel the need to compete for a partner's attention, especially if they perceive other women as threats. This might manifest as trying to outshine others, seeking validation, or overly focusing on being better than perceived competition. Okay, so this behavior can come across as insecure and counterproductive. So confidence is key. Confidence is key. Believing in one's what eliminates the need for comparison. Now the next thing that actually makes a woman appear desperate is chasing instead of attracting. No, men are hunters, but women, those that hunt. So a common mistake is taking on the role of pursuer, that is a hunter, rather than letting the relationship develop mutually. So this might involve initiating all contact, planning dates, or constantly seeking the other person's attention. So while it's fine to show interest, relationships should be reciprocal. Over pursuing can disrupt the natural balance and diminish the other person's interest. The next thing that makes you as a woman appear desperate in a relationship is seeking validation. Relying on a partner's approval to feel worthy or loved can signal insecurity. This might include fishing for compliments, constantly asking for reassurance, or needing external affirmation. Now, building self-esteem and confidence independent of a relationship is essential for emotional health and balance. So the third thing that makes a woman desperate in a relationship is playing games, engaging in manipulative behaviors, such as pretending to be unavailable when actually you know that you are available. Creating jealousy or withholding communication can create unnecessary drama. While these tactics might temporarily grab attention most times at the beginning, they don't foster genuine connections. Now, authenticity and transparency are far more effective in building trust and emotional intimacy. Now, the next thing that can make you as a woman appear desperate in a relationship is over-analyzing every interaction, like overthinking text, conversations, and or actions that can lead to unnecessary stress and misinterpretations. So when a woman dissects every detail for hidden meanings, it can create anxiety and come across as overly invested. Now, trusting the process and allowing things to flow naturally is a healthy approach. The next thing that can make a woman appear desperate is settling for breadcrumbs. Settling for breadcrumbs. Now, accepting minimal effort or inconsistent behavior just to keep someone around is another sign of desperation. Now, when a woman tolerates being treated as an afterthought or accepts half-hearted gestures, it signals low self-worth. So it is important to set standards and expect consistent effort and respect in a relationship. Very, very important. The next thing is losing personal identity. Now, in an attempt to, align with a partner's preferences, some women abandon their own interests, values, or personalities. This can lead to resentment and a lack of fulfillment. A strong sense of self is attractive, very, very attractive, and ensures a woman brings her authentic self to the relationship. Now, what's the next thing that can make a woman desperate or appear desperate in a relationship? It is fear of being single. Fear of being single can drive some women to stay in unhealthy relationships, or lower their standards. This mindset often leads to settling for less than they deserve because they fear being single or they fear being alone. Now, embracing singleness as an opportunity for growth and self-discovery can shift the focus from desperation to empowerment. So the next thing that makes you as a woman appear desperate, which you must stop, is over investing emotionally. Now, becoming emotionally attached too quickly can set unrealistic expectations. When a woman invests too much emotionally before the relationship has had time to develop, it can create pressure and imbalance. Now, taking the time to build emotional connections gradually allows for a more stable and rewarding relationship. The next thing that makes you appear desperate is neglecting self-care. Some women become so focused on the relationship that they neglect their own well-being. My God, this might include ignoring physical health, emotional needs, or personal goals. Prioritizing self-care not only enhances confidence, but also sets the tone for a balanced relationship dynamic. The next thing that makes you appear desperate is constantly seeking relationship status updates. Now, pushing for clarity on where things are going. Seeking for clarity on where things are going too frequently can create unnecessary tension. While it's important to ensure compatibility, repeatedly seeking confirmation can make a woman appear insecure. Now, trusting the natural progression of relationship is key in this case. So the next thing is trying to fix or change a partner. That's where most women get it wrong. Some women take on the role of savior, believing they can fix or transform a partner. This often stems from a desire to feel needed or validated. However, true change comes from within, and it's not a woman's responsibility. It has never been a woman's responsibility to fix anyone. Now, accepting a partner as they are or recognizing when to move on is essential. The next is allowing fear of rejection to dominate. Fear of rejection actually can lead to overcompensating behaviors such as overgiving, people pleasing, or avoiding confrontation. Why rejection can be painful, rejection can actually be painful. It's a natural part of dating. So embracing rejection as a learning experience fosters resilience and self-confidence. So the next thing is ignoring compatibility. Sometimes women focus more on winning a partner's affection than assessing whether they are compatible or not. Now, overlooking the difference in values, goals, or lifestyle for the sake of being in a relationship can lead to long-term dissatisfaction. Prioritizing mutual compatibility ensures a more harmonious connection. Now, how can you avoid these mistakes of appearing desperate in a relationship? One is cultivate self-care. Self-love. Self-love is the foundation of healthy relationships. Invest in personal growth and self-care to build a strong sense of self. The next thing is set boundaries if you want to not appear desperate. So clearly define what is acceptable and unacceptable in a relationship. Communicate these boundaries and enforce them consistently. Not you enforce them today, the next day. Consistently. So the third thing is embrace patience. Embrace patience. Allow relationships to develop naturally without rushing or forcing outcomes. The next thing you can do to not appear desperate is maintain balance. When you're in a relationship, maintain balance. Keep a fulfilling like outside of dating, including hobbies, friendships, and career goals. So the next thing is practice mindfulness. Be present in the moment rather than overthinking. Okay, be present in the moment rather than overthinking or worrying about the future. The next thing is seek support. It's always good to seek support. So if past experiences or insecurities contribute to desperate behaviors, why don't you consider therapy? Consider therapy or counseling to address underlying issues. Now, my final thoughts on this is dating should be an enjoyable and enriching experience, not a source of stress or desperation. By avoiding these common ways women make themselves look desperate and focusing on building authentic, reciprocal connections, women can create meaningful relationships while preserving their dignity and self-respect. Now remember, the right partner will appreciate and value you for who you are. So without the need for overcompensation or desperate measures. See you some other time. Remember to stay tuned by subscribing and turning on the notification bell for more videos. See you next time and bye.